The next song I want to play actually is from a record I put out in 2008, and it's a compilation of songs that I wrote with a friend of mine, a record producer by the name of Richie Kotzen. And we worked together many years before when I was in the band Poison. He was the producer on that record. And then he worked with me a few years after that on a solo record. Many years have passed. And we decided we wanted to work together again. And we were talking about how much we loved R&B music and soul music. And we decided to try to make a record that was more focused on that side of our influences. So we got together and co-wrote a bunch of songs. And we made an album. And we called it Wilson Hawk.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, somebody knows about it, right?
Oh, yeah.
And just so you know, oftentimes I get asked, how do I get the record? Well, we've never actually made a physical record. It's only available as a download. So if you go to the internet, which seems to be really catching on, if you go to the World Wide Web and go on like an iTunes, for example, you can find the record there and download it. And oftentimes I'm asked the question, how did you come up with such a clever name, Wilson Hawk? It just rolls off the tongue and it's so fun to say. And I tell my people that ask that question the formula we used. When we were making the record, the keyboard player in one of the sessions suggested, why don't you have a two-word title for the band? And so since you're doing this whole soul R&B gag, think of your favorite R&B singer for the first word. So we started talking about singers and we agreed that, well, Wilson Pickett, that's a pretty cool name, so we could use the word Wilson as the beginning of the band name. And then for the last name, we were talking, well, he said, well, what's your favorite sport? I said basketball. And he said, well, pick your favorite basketball team for the second half. I said, well, that's not going to work. I said, why? Because my favorite team is the Philadelphia 76ers, and so Wilson 76ers is a terrible band. He said, well, keep trying. I said, well, I've lived in LA for more than 20 years, so what about the Wilson Lakers? And it doesn't work either. So then I started thinking deeper into the basketball world, and suddenly I realized, the Atlanta Hawks, Wilson Hawk, kind of catchy. So that was our band name. So the reason I'm telling that is I know a lot of you guys have bands of your own, right? I can tell by your hair, you have a band. You have a band. You're probably a guitar player, you're a singer, you're a drummer. Anyway, so if any of you guys have a problem coming up with a new name for your band, you can use my formula. So basically your favorite singer is the first name and your favorite sports team is the last name, and suddenly you have a band name. Anyway, the song is called Everything Good. Why can't I see it? I keep falling off the track. I can't lose the road.